Hello, everybody, and wish everything is fine. Now we are in the third lecture of this session, which is second session, and we will talk about how we can navigate Jalview. Navigation in Jalview is something is very interesting, and we would like to learn how to do it professionally. So there is a major features you can see in Jalview desktop as illustrated in that figure. First, you have the desktop window, which at arrow number 1 here, you can see this is a desktop window, which is the bigger one. And then you have to know what you will do with the second most important window, which is the alignment window. The most important menus, you will find it here. And of course, the second window here, which is at the arrow number 2, this is the action window. That's where all the action will take place at that window. And as you see, you can see here in this alignment window that there is alignment viewing tab here, and then sequence ID panel. It will be exist here also. And you have the sequence alignment itself. And of course, you have the alignment ruler, which you can see and navigate your sequence. Here in the bottom part, you have the annotation part that we talked about before, and we will talk after that in much more detail about this part. And then you can see the alignment annotation, of course, here. You have the alignment scroll bar here, and then another scroll bar in the bottom. So this one here, one is vertically, the other one is horizontally, as you can see. And this is very important, which is the status bar, and we will know later on why it's really, really important. And you have to keep your eye on that ruler bar, status bar, to know where you are exactly, where are you exactly in your sequence. And we will see this later. Okay, here is the tree window, of course, we told you about for making the phylogenetic tree, and this is the structure window. Maybe we can talk about it later. Okay, now we'll see the first one, which is the alignment window. Well, the alignment window is the primary window for editing and visualization. And of course, it contains several independent views of the alignment being worked with. Like this one's here, you can see the tabs here. This is the original one, and this is the second tab, and the third, and that's it. So as you can see from here, from the arrow number 1, there is many tabs here in this alignment window, which is the action window, as we see. And here, the name of the sequences you can find here. There is the sequences already aligned, for example. And here's an arrow number 2, show you where exactly each sequence, the position of each sequence, and you can see the sequence itself from here. Okay, the second window, as we said, it's the tree window for the phylogenetic tree. And the third window is a structure window. We'll not talk about it in this lecture. Editing modes, that's what's most important in this lecture, to know how we can edit our sequences from that windows. Okay, we have two navigation and editing modes. One is the normal mode, with editing and navigation are performed using the mouse, like what we use right now. So now this is we call this normal mode. So when you are editing and navigating your sequences using the mouse, this is the normal mode. The cursor mode, this is the second mode, which is for the people who love to work with the keyboard much more than the mouse. So this is called the cursor mode, where editing and navigation are performed using the keyboard instead of mouse. You can switch between the both modes using F2 key. So if you press F2, the key F2 key, you can just switch from that mode to the other mode. So navigation in normal mode, we'll start with this one. It can start up when you just open the Jalview. So when you open the Jalview, it will be by default, you will start in the normal mode, where the mouse, of course, is used to interact with the displayed alignment view. So like this one, this is the normal mode. You can use the mouse, as you can see. You can go to anywhere in your sequences, just press in anywhere in the alignment. You can go like here, for example, I just pressed here I choose that sequence at arrow number 2, and then I pressed at that residue here at arrow number 3. You choose the where exactly you want to go. And then you can move to sequence, column, or residue whenever you want. You just can click on any sequence row, and then of course you can just click here in the ID panel. So if I want to go to that sequence at arrow number 2, I just click on that sequence, so I can click and move to that one. And of course, if I need to go to any column, you can just click and move to any column, like the same thing, because just by clicking. This is very easy way. As you see, I just want to go to that column number 30, so I go to that column number 30. Just also, if I would like to go to a certain residue, just press in any residue, as you can see, and you will see this red lines around where exactly I am heading. So if I want, I choose that residue. I just clicked here at arrow number 1. If you can see arrow number 1, and the residue that I have chosen already will be like have this lines with red surrounded by this lines by red, discontinuous lines, as you can see. So this is the one I just choose to work on. For example, also what we called you, this is something called the status bar. It's very important that we would like to take a look at that one, just to know where exactly are you. I mean, within that big sequences. So for example, at arrow number 1, I choose this one, which is glycine. So if I want to know the name of that residue and the position of that residue in which column and in which row, this is very important. So here is this residue at the arrow number 1. If I want to study it and would like to know the name and position of that residue, what I will do, I will go here, down here, in the status bar. Here you can see it, and the arrow number 2. It will be here down there, here. But I'll just magnify it here at the arrow number 3. I'll magnify it what's written. So it gives me here the name of that sequence. So the sequence ID. This is the sequence ID. So, and then it will give you also the name of the amino acid that is, I'm already standing over it, over it, like this one, like glycine. This is glycine, GLY, which is glycine, and the number of that residue. So it's here is 38. So this amino acid, which I just picked here at arrow number 1, the information about it is written here. So this is the name of the sequence, which is sequence number 5 here, sequence number 5, and the name of it is here, and then the name of the residue is glycine, and the number of the residue. So the position is 38. So it's very easy to know, and very important to see the information in this status bar to know where exactly are you in this sequence and where you are hovering and standing. So you can move, of course, about the alignment by clicking and dragging the ruler scroll bar to move horizontally, or clicking and dragging the alignment scroll bar to the right of the alignment to move vertically, like here, of course, if you would like to move vertically or horizontally. Of course, if all the arrows of the column and the alignment are displayed, and the scroll bar will not be visible. I mean, if you have a small sequence alignment, this scroll bar will not be visible. So only if you have a big one, so that's why this will be visible. So if you don't have a big alignment, as we can see here, this scroll bar will not be visible for you. So as we can see from here, there is something else very important. If you have a big alignment, and in this case, you would like to see it all, and you would like to see a small window that can cover all this. We call it overview window. You want to have a window that can provide you with overview for that big alignment. For in this case, what you will do is just open view, which at the arrow number 1 here, and from this menu, from the view menu, and then go down to the last choice here, which is written at the arrow number 2, overview window. What will happen here that you will see what we call it overview window. This overview window will show you the current view in the alignment window, and of course it can the percent identity histogram is uploaded below the alignment overview. So it's very easy way to just take a look overview over the big alignment what you have. Of course, the shaded part include rows and column of the alignment that are hidden. In this case, a single row at the bottom of the alignment. Of course, if you don't see these parts that is shadow, of course, this means that this part is indicate row and column at that hidden in the alignment. So you can just go right or left and try to, you can navigate around the alignment by dragging the red box, this red box here. So this red box here will enable you to move and navigate around this alignment. Okay. If you want to close, as we said before, all the windows, you can just go to the window, the menu, window menu, which at here at the arrow number 1, and then press close all, which is at arrow number 2. So you go to that menu, the window menu, at the main menu, and then you can at the main window, sorry, and then press here, close all. This will close everything. Okay, now we'll go to the cursor mode. Cursor mode, of course, we can switch to the cursor mode between the normal mode and cursor mode by just pressing F2. Then, of course, you can go to the cursor mode using the keyboard. And when you are there at the keyboard, you can just use the cursor mode by, as we said, by just pressing F2. So now we are in the cursor mode. You will find this is very obvious here that the marking will be different. Here there is this dashed red dash color will be, of course, disappeared. You will see here that there is a black background around it, around the amino acid you are on now. If you are in this mode, simply if you want to move to a sequence, just you can type the sequence row, followed, of course, the row number, followed by S. For example, if I want to the sequence number 5, so what I will do is just write the 5 and then S. If I want, like in this case, I want to go to sequence number 7. So what I will do is just typing 7 and then S, and then of course enter. Enter or return based on your keyboard, of course. So wherever I want to go, any sequence, I just write the number of the sequence, and then I put S, and then enter. Enter or return, of course. And like this, I just write, I want to here to go to 7S means I want to go to sequence number 7. So as you can see here in the arrow number 2, I'm now in the sequence number 7. Okay, now I want to go in that sequence, for example, I want to column number 18. Just to check, for example, for a mutation or something. So what I will do is just write 18C. 18C. So the number of the column, and then followed by C. C means column. So go to column number 18. So I type 18C. Don't forget I'm in the cursor. No, I'm now in the cursor mode, not in the normal mode, not in the mouse mode. Now I'm at, if I want to go to position number 18, I just write down 18. So I go now to position number 18, and this will be is different. You have to know the difference between position 18 and column 18. Here, up here, this is the column 18, as you can see. This column 18. So here is the column 1, 2, 3, and then there is column 10, and this column 20, and you just here column 18. But here in that one, this is position 18. So I just write down to the position 18. There is different because position means the number of the amino acid. So this is the amino acid here. This is the amino acid number 18, not the column 18. So when I want to go to the certain amino acid, so here I just write the number of the position, which is 18, and then P. Here you can see here here in the column number 20, this exists the position 18. So that's why, because there's two gaps here. Remember that and notice this. It's very important to understand when you type 18P. So it go to amino acid number 18. So this is 20 columns, but there is two of them are empty. So that's what this two is not counted. So this is number 18 as amino acid. If you go back here in the column, this is column number 18 because he just counted this is column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he counted these two empty columns, he count them. So that's why this is column number 18. So I want you to know the difference between these two things, column 18 and position 18. Position like this, P, 18P means amino acid number 18. But here in columns, this means the column number 18, even there is empty columns here. So this is very important. Just I have to repeat it to make sure that I try to make it clear. So okay, so move to column and row. This is in this case, I would like to go to certain row and certain column. Can I do this in one step? Yes, you can do this in one step easily by type the number of the column and then the number of the row. Of course, separated by comma. Like if I type here 5, comma 13, this means that I would like to go to column 5 and then column 5, row 13. So first is the number of the column, second one separated by comma, second number separated by this comma is the number of the sequence or the row. Okay, so 5, comma 13, it will go here, as you can see, which is column number 5 and column number 5 and sequence number 13. So will help you to navigate, of course, using, after this, you can go to any certain position you would like to go to, and then simply you can use the cursor. You can use the arrow keys to move to any other one. Like here, for example, if you are here, and this one with the black background is the one you are staying on, and you just this amino acid you can move up, down, right, left. Just use the key arrow keys in your keyboard to move about anywhere you want. So this is very easy to just handle, to use this number. Some people try to use this. So I just try to just confirm that we repeat this again. So type the number in and then press S. You can move to any row. And if you would like to go to columns, simply type any number of column where exactly you would like to go in that column, and then type the number, and then C, it will go to the number here. C means the number of the column, of course, and then jump if you would like to go to a residue, certain residue, just type the number in, any number, and then press P, it will go to the position to residue number N in the current sequence, of course, if you are standing on a sequence. And you can jump to any column and row. Just type the number of the column, comma, and then you can put the number of the row. So it's very simple. You can go to anywhere you want using the cursor mode. And then I have to remind you also that you can switch between both mode using the F2 key. Okay, so this very well, and then you can find any sequence. This is the last thing I would like to talk about here. If you want to go to any sequence, anywhere in your multiple sequence alignment to locate the sequence, you can just go in your main, here, the action window here, where your alignment is, the alignment window. And then from the menu select, here's the select menu, which is here at arrow number 1. And then you can choose the first option, which is find. Find is very important. You just press find, and then this window will open for you. And you from that window, you can just write where exactly you want to go. So for example, if I want to go to Q9, anywhere I want to go, just it will give you this the position that I want to go. I just write this one, and he will go. So this is as you can see, it will go to that position. You try to find this here. So I just write, okay, find it. So it will try to find it. So for example, I want to go, in this case, I want to find a specific specific amino acids with specific sequence. For example, I can go put here find ATG. For example, if I have here I want to DNA, I would like to search for ATG position, or I want to find and search for specific amino acid, as I said before. You can just put them here. As you see here, I just put here AAG, for example. Just search for that amino acids, AAG, alanine, and then here, and you will find glycine, the one at arrow number one. After he will found this position at arrow number one, at arrow number two. So AAG, which is this three amino acid, I found one here, and I found this combination here also. And then of course that's where I put it in the find window here, AAG. Just when I press select and find, you can find, I just put here AAG, so he found two of them exist here. Of course, now this is a final result at all the sequence. He just gave me that a summary of what he already found in the sequence. Here is 6 subsequence matches found. So this subsequence, which is AAG, found among all this huge multiple sequence alignment, he just found 6 of them. So this repeated 6 times. So that's why he give you this one to tell you at arrow number 4 that he found 6 subsequences matches what I looking for. So I look for AEG. Sometimes in the DNA, I would like to say if it's DNA sequences, for example, I am comparing multiple sequence alignment for some genes, and I'm looking for the ATG, which is the code for methionine at the start codon of gene. I can also just type here ATG, he will find it for me. So you can use it to find any subsequence you would like to find in your multiple sequence alignment. If you have a large one and you cannot spot it by your eye, you can just use this find this option. You can find from the select menu. You can open select menu here, and you find this. Just press on find. This will come, and you can write whatever you want, and then you can find it very easily. Okay, it's very simple, and of course there is practice. You can just press here in this quiz joy link, and it will open you quizzes that you can just practice using the information that you to get from that lecture. Thank you very much for listening, and waiting for you in the next lecture. Thank you. Bye.